the look in your eye. I know you came here.
Alright, hey guys, so right now I'm working on a particular project for a client, and I'm going to show you the process of how I create a character, because hey, you guys are amazing and you actually push me to 1,000 subscribers. I'm really thankful, really grateful. Thank you guys so much. Alright, here we go. So first thing first is I'm drawing a female character. So this is the process that it would take to draw this particular female character. So first thing I will do is create a new frame. So I'm gonna name the first frame girl, or girl's body. Alright, then name the second frame head, eyes, mouth, arms, boobs, you'll see why later, and possibly above arms, but I don't think I need those, and back hair, because her hair will be at the back of her. So now that I've created these layers, I will want to arrange them in a way that they would function appropriately when I'm animating. So I'm going to create a rig with these particular layers. So I've already arranged them in the way that I would possibly need them, except for this one here. Back here needs to go above or behind the girl's body. So I will start with creating the head first, and this is what I do. I go here. No, that's too small. I want a thicker line. So I would move it from 5 to 20, and voila, that's the shape of the head. Alright, and then I'm gonna draw her body out. So I'm gonna start with a neckline and then give her some shape. Alright, so that's the first 2 steps. Now, because I am creating a rig, I don't want the actual body to have any arms, because I'm going to do the arms separate on a separate layer. So I'm going to just do this part here. Now, because it's 2 boom, I could actually use something called a cutter tool or a cutter node and put everything on the color art and combine it. But because there's a lot of work, and also because I'm not really I'm not good at using the cutter tool or the cutter node, I'm gonna just do it the way I am usually able to do it. Yeah, it's still functional. It's just not super clean. Professional wise, I think you should always use cutters and the color art layer, but I'm not that good yet. I'm still in the process of learning. So yeah, I'm gonna be doing this for a bit. Alright, so now that I've done that, let me draw her arms. So I'm gonna draw this arm here, and I'm assuming that she's wearing a dress or something. So I don't know. Let's see what I have her wearing, because I've drawn her before. All right, so yeah, she's wearing a dress. So now draw the boobs, because separate layer for separate things. Yeah, and if you're wondering why they're so big, come on, man. Don't need to wonder. Who doesn't like boobs? Who goes around saying, "Oh, I don't want her to have big"? Who does that? Come on. And those people are like, "Oh no, you're sexualizing man. This is a cartoon character." But yeah, yeah, I think everyone finds boobs attractive. But if not, we wouldn't use them to feed ourselves when we were young. Right? Everyone wants boob, at least once in their life. Okay, so now that I've done that, you see it's coming together. Now the back here is the hair at the back. So this is just this curly, wiggly hair. So that's how you draw it. Then I'll just fill it in. But now we have to fill her in, the head. So I don't know if that's the exact color that I used for the girl initially, but I'm assuming it is. So yeah, I'm gonna assume that's the color. So then I'm just gonna fill out all the other parts of the body before I rig it. So this is down here. No, it's not a full frame character. There's no walk cycle per se, but it is gonna be a character who, when you see it from the camera, this is the camera here, this box here, right? You're gonna see it only this part, so you don't need to see everything down there. That's not important. At least not important yet. So because for this particular client, I decided I want to do something different where I would remove the outlines of all my characters. I will have to remove the outlines afterwards, which is what I'm doing. So like this is a rough sketch, then I clean it up and animate it. So yeah, I'm taking you through the process because I think it's really cool how it all comes across. So yeah, could do this, boom, boom. All right, and then I'm gonna fold this out. So this is important because the layers that are, the arms that are beneath the boobs will be a separate layer, and sometimes I put arms above the breast. So those are two separate arms, and I'm pretty sure there's a way to do this in the program, but this is a workaround that I found that works for me. So if anybody knows any better way and wants to teach me, I am all ears, because yeah, I'm always about learning how to be better. So these are the standard arms that I will use initially. And yeah, so you have a sense of what the character is going to look like. So this is how the character looks now. Right. So for her head, obviously I have to create some. So I want to see what her face looks like from before. Yeah, sorry, this is just trying to have a sense. Okay, so she had brown eyes and she had a V-neck hairline, like something like almost like Vegeta. Yeah, so I'm gonna go to her head now and just create this kind of V-shaped hairline. Alright, now let's see how it looks. But I think that's too deep of a hairline, so I think she had like a more like gigantic forehead. Yeah, I think that's mostly like it, and now I can draw her eyes in. Now, granted, I can actually make her hairstyle different or even change her clothes completely. So, like, this is me choosing to like see how far I can take it. Alright? So let me draw her eyes. So I want her to look like kind of nervous. Like she's asking the guy out on a date. So like this is the kind of eyes I'm gonna give her, like big, bold eyes. So I kind of like the cartoony eyes, but because I'm like heavily anime influenced, I usually like combine the two mediums a lot. So there's a lot of cartoony aspects, but there's a lot of animation, like anime aspects to my drawing style. Something that I perfected over a long time of practicing. But yeah, this is just something I'm gonna like highlight here. Okay, so now that this is all filled out, I'm going to remove the border lines from all of the art. So we'll go to the head first and select this and remove the border. Alright, so now it's not a perfect removal, so you have to like draw in all the curves like this a little bit, right? Because it's not a perfect removal, but it gives you this kind of effect, like it has no outline. And I'm going to do this for the rest of the body. Alright, so mostly you have to like be very mindful of how it's gonna look afterwards and the parts you might have to correct if you're gonna do this kind of thing. So removing the breasts, that is a little bit more tricky because you want the outline. So what you can do is use a darker color and then change it like that. But if you want to remove this part here, okay, so that's too big of an eraser. I'm gonna blur the eraser. Alright, so now I'm gonna darken this part here, put this part here, and then remove this part in the middle. So it gives you that effect. So you can still see that this is some kind of shape happening there, but then it's more like prominent in terms of how it comes over. So let me erase this part here and let me shape it up a little bit. Arms, and then body. I think this is the body part. Yeah. Alright, so just making sure that it's all shaped really well. Just clean it up a little bit so that it doesn't come off like thing. But alright, so now I'm gonna add some shading to her face. So like let's say the light is casting on that side. I'm just gonna add some shading. I don't like that shading, so I'm gonna do like a full body shade. Like I'm gonna start here. Still not feeling it. Still not feeling it. So I'm trying to find out what was the best way to cast the light. Alright, so I'm thinking this one's more in line with what I want. So I'm gonna do that. So now I'm gonna put this kind of shade with all the rest of the body. So this is what you do in terms of if you want to remove the lines from your work. So I'm just basically selecting the line art and removing the lines. It's kind of tricky sometimes because sometimes the line is really close to the actual color. But yeah, so I'm removing the lines, and this is the effect you get. Alright, so now on her body, I need to make sure that I highlight that this is a shirt. So I need to go in here and change this up a little bit. So once that's highlighted, it gives you that kind of effect here that you see. So like, it's really cool. Like, the whole thing is super cool and super nice. Yeah, so this is essentially how it's gonna come over. Alright, like, this is what it's gonna look like when you remove all the color. And this is how I rig people usually. Like, I usually rig people by creating this particular like work, but I'm gonna like go in depth some more. Alright, so this is it so far. Like, you see, it's coming along. So now I've already done the mouths, but I'm gonna do another mouth here because I want you guys to see. So I'm gonna do a mouth shape here, like a nervous kind of smile, like she's like thinking about what she's gonna do. Alright, so I'm gonna extend these frames to the length of probably right here, like 560. So like, there's a blank canvas here, but once I extend them, I'm gonna appear there. Alright, now I'm gonna rig it. So I'm gonna start with creating a peg for the body. Then I'm gonna move the back here above the body peg. Now that's gonna bring the back here in front of the body, but then I'm gonna put the body peg right above the back here again because I want it to be in front. I want the back here to be behind and the body to be in front. So I'm gonna do that again. I just wanted it to be named girl's body in the peg, so that's why I did that in the first place. So then I'm gonna create a peg for the head. Alright, and I'm gonna put the eyes, the mouths, and everything that you would find in your head on the head. So then I'm gonna put the head inside of the body peg because I want the head to move with the body. And then I'm gonna put the arms and the girl's boobs in the body peg also. So now it's completely rigged, at least how I would rig it. Now there are way more complex and usable rigs that you can use, and I am like well aware that you can create some really fascinating and amazing rigs. I'm just not at that level yet, so bear with me. Alright, so I want her to walk forward. So I'm gonna, because the camera is moving, so I'm gonna move the camera back to like here. Alright, now that's a different scene, but the camera, so let's say she's walking towards me and I'm holding the camera. I want her to come towards me. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take this peg and increase the actual size of her. Alright, so I'm gonna increase the size of her like this because she's getting closer. Now more than one way you can do this, but this is the way I choose to do it. So she's gonna get closer to me, so she's growing in size. But if I just play like let's end this at 560. So if I just play here,
I see the look in your eye. I know you came here. I see.
She just like strolls up to me, but it looks like she's sliding. So you don't want that. You want to look like she's actually walking. When you walk, you kind of like every time you take a step, one foot goes down, next foot goes up, and you kind of become off balance for split seconds. Alright, you dip and you rise. It's a weird phenomenon, but you don't notice it when you're just talking to people, but it's something that you will notice if you animate. Alright, so like you fall and rise as you walk. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna drop her a little bit, then raise her back up, and then drop her a little bit, then raise her back up. Alright, so the spacing and timing is really important in animation also. So like, the more you do it, the faster it looks. And I don't really want it. I want it to be like a casual, like come across it. She's not like running towards him or anything.
I see the look in your eye. I know you came here.
Yeah, so like that. So like she's having this thought, and but now I want to add one more thing, right, to like make this scene complete. It's like she's looking down and she looks up, like something like that. So I'm gonna try to make her look down first before, and so I'm gonna go to the eye layer. All right, and then I'm probably gonna like delete a chunk of it. All right, so I'm gonna delete a chunk of it. So and I'm gonna turn on onion skin. So now I'm gonna have her look down like she's nervous, like she's actually nervous, like she doesn't know if she want to look up. Yes, forgive me, right? I'm really bad at like drawing, generally speaking, but yeah, I'm trying, guys. So forgive me. So yeah, this is her looking down, and obviously I'm gonna change the color of her eyes because I don't think that's the correct color that I used the first time. I rather think I used this brown color here. Yeah, I think this is the color I used. So like, probably gonna change her eyes to this color. Yeah. So this is essentially what she's gonna be doing. She's gonna be looking down, then she's gonna look up. So like halfway through the wall, this is
I see the look in your eye.
Okay, so that's so quick though. Like you kind of want to like ease in. So like right between here, I want to create one more frame. So basically, it's gonna be a frame between these two eye shapes. All right. So like one that's like halfway in between both of these. So it gives you a sense of like not like a rush sense of anything. It's like it kind of feels natural. It kind of flows into the next one, and that's what you want. You kind of want it to, because that's what animating is. Like creating one picture after the next and like having it flow into each other. So I'm gonna make this here, and then let's see.
I see the look in your eye.
Like that, all right? Like that. So that's what I wanted. So
I see the look in your eye.
that's it. That's it. I see the look in your
I
eyes.
see the look in your eye.
So then, also to highlight this, to make it even better, what we can do is make her head move. All right. So I'm gonna anchor the head there, and I'm gonna make her head move just ever so slightly to the left. All right. But if her head moves and her hair doesn't move, you kind of have to put a peg on her hair also. So I'm gonna go to the here, and I'm gonna put a peg where the head moves and where it stops. I'm gonna anchor the hair somewhere near where the head is also, so it follows easily. And yeah, just shift it to the side, and
I see the look in your eye.
there you go.
I know you came here.
Okay, so thank you guys so much for watching this. I hope you guys have a great day, and see you back for more videos. I should be creating a new video soon, unique video only for YouTube, nothing to do with TikTok, my usual stuff. Yeah, so hopefully I see you then. Peace.